So imagine waking up one day and telling yourself, oh my god, I don't want to be black, or I don't want to be white, I want to be a black alien. Can you imagine? And you have to alter every part of your body to look like that.
Opened up about the huge struggles and hardships of looking like this. So what exactly are these struggles, and is he finally starting to regret his decision, or is the Black Alien Project getting ready to do one of the most extreme modifications anyone thinks?
Aliens don't exist. Now he wants to turn himself a handsome young man who he was before with a nice body. Now he's turned himself into a monster. That's what I will call this, because there's no how a kid will see this and not cry or run for her dear life or his dear life.
Again, to turn green, and let's not forget the many subdermal implants he has all over his body. Now we've only just skimmed over some of his modifications here, because I've already made a detailed video on him before, and you should probably check that out first and then come back and watch this one. But for the legends that are already caught up to speed, let's continue. Black Alien is now 45% complete.
45%, and it looks like that. 45% and it looks like that. What will happen when he gets to 100%? I'm sure he will look like, I don't know. He will look worse than an alien. In fact, an alien will look at him and run away. That's how terrible it's going to look. 45% done, and he already looks this horrible.
However, recently on a podcast with Club 113, he claimed he doesn't do that anymore because now something like that could get really dangerous. You could imagine what would happen, right? He comes out at night doing something like that to the wrong people, one thing leads to another, and you know, things won't end well. Anyways, on a day-to-day basis, people constantly shout at him, curse, run away screaming.
It's not possible for you to see something like that on the street, because okay, he's a person, obviously has feelings and all, but it's not possible to see someone like that on the street and not want to move away from him or want to scream. That's for kids. Kids will literally scream when they see someone like this on the street, because it's not normal. It's not like something we see every single day of our lives.
People just keep judging him based
off
his looks.
Will judge
oh, and let's not forget all the identification. His phone no longer recognizes his Face ID. And while we can get our passports and other documentations given to us within a couple of weeks, for him, it's a whole other problem.
Sometimes, like, why is he doing this to himself? Why?
He's actually not completely oblivious to the negative effects of all the procedures he's done. Black Alien acknowledged and knows very well he's playing with his health doing these modifications.
He had to
confess
fingers,
it's rather hard on his body, but
like,
he just can't stop. In a way, all these modifications are like an addiction, and doing as much work to his body as he's done, Black Alien says he's constantly in pain. However, for him, the pain is normal. Just imagine that for a second. Think of the worst thing you've ever had in your life, and now you have to feel it all day, every day. This is what essentially this man's living like, and he's okay with it. Anyways, he says when enough time goes by and the pain subsides, he knows it's time to get a new modification. And at the same time, he's extremely fascinated with how his brain and body adapts to his new enhancement. When asked if he noticed the difference between having 3 fingers instead of 5, surprisingly, the answer here was no, saying he was capable of doing everything with just those 3. Now, despite all the setbacks and negative reactions he gets from people, Black Alien doesn't regret his transformation. In fact, one of his future modifications is gonna be the most extreme anyone's ever seen. He clarified that after he alters his face some more, he's moving on to remove one of his legs from the knee down. And while every one of us watching and listening to this think that this is absolutely absurd, he even admits that it's something really hard for him to do. For the fact that his legs are perfectly healthy. He didn't go too much into detail about his leg modification, but he did play around with the idea of prosthetics and what technology could do for him in regards to his transformation. A lot of people also wonder how he prepares for his enhancements. Mentally, he says it's something you can't prepare for. He doesn't know what's gonna happen after or how it's gonna affect him. He just goes on living in that moment.
I feel
and
like
even though he's putting his life in jeopardy with his mission, he says it's no different than anything else. Because anyone can die out of nowhere. Things ranging from car accidents to people
maybe
getting
get
a stroke
convinced. I can't even get convinced.
He just wishes people could treat him like a normal person because that's what he says he is. Anyways, what are your thoughts on all of this? Let me know in the comment sections below. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on his journey to 100%, so make sure to subscribe with the bell notifications on so you don't miss that. Destroy that like button for the algorithms, and I'll see you guys